Hello, my name is Jenny. Today, I want to tell you about my English journey. It changed my life. At the beginning, I was scared. I did not believe in myself. English looked difficult. I made many mistakes, but I learned from them. This story is not about being perfect. It is about trying every day. If you are learning English, I hope this story gives you hope. When I started learning English, I felt very lost. There were too many new words. The grammar rules were confusing. I opened a book, but I didn't understand it, so I closed it again. I saw people speak English well. They looked so confident. I asked myself, why is it easy for them? Why is it so hard for me? But I forgot one thing. They were beginners too once. One evening, I sat in my room. Books were everywhere, but my heart felt heavy. I wanted to stop. I thought, maybe I can't do this. Maybe English is not for me. But then I looked at myself. I said, Jenny, don't give up. Start small, just try. That night, I made a small promise. I will try again tomorrow. I changed my room. I wanted English around me. I put English words on the wall. I wrote small notes. You are doing well. Don't stop. I put labels on things. Door, chair, mirror. I played English songs every day. Now my room was a place to learn. It felt peaceful. It felt safe. Music helped me a lot. It made me feel happy. It made English fun. One day I heard a song. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. I liked the music. I tried to sing along. At first, I didn't understand, but I listened again and again. I started to remember the words. I sang with feeling. Music helped me learn pronunciation. It helped me hear real English sounds. It made me smile. After that, I started listening more. I listened to English every day. I found podcasts and YouTube videos. Some videos taught me grammar. Some helped me hear real conversations. I liked listening while walking or cooking. The more I listened, the more I understood. At first, I could only catch a few words. But over time, full sentences became clear. I listened to slow English. I listened to native speakers. Their voices helped me learn rhythm and tone. English started to feel more natural. It was not just sounds anymore. It started to feel like a part of me. Speaking was the hardest part for me. I was very shy. I was afraid of saying something wrong. But I knew one thing. If I want to speak well, I must speak more. So I looked for people to talk to. I found language partners on HelloTalk and Tandem. They were learning too, just like me. We talked about easy topics. Food, family, movies, hobbies. Sometimes we used voice messages, other times we just typed. At first I made many mistakes, but no one laughed at me. They helped me and corrected me. I started to feel more confident. Every small conversation was a win. I was speaking real English with real people, and that made me feel proud. Sometimes I felt tired. Sometimes I wanted to stop. Learning a language takes time. So I gave myself small goals. One goal was watch one English movie each week. Another goal, read 5 pages of an English book. I didn't need to be perfect. I only needed to keep going. I chose things I enjoyed, like travel videos, cooking shows, and short talks. Learning became fun again. When I felt lazy, I asked myself, why did you start? And I remembered my dream. I closed my eyes and saw my dream. I saw myself in a new country. I was speaking English with people from everywhere. I saw myself ordering food in a cafe. I saw myself laughing with new friends. That dream gave me energy. It helped me try one more time every day. I said to myself, "You are not perfect, but you are trying." And that is enough. One day, I joined an English group online. There were many people like me. They were also learning, also making mistakes. We shared tips. We shared problems. We shared small wins. It felt good to know I was not alone. We helped each other. One person said, "Your mistake today is your progress tomorrow." I smiled. That is true. At first, I hated my accent. I thought it sounded bad. I wanted to sound like a native speaker. But one day, someone told me, "Your accent is part of who you are." That made me think. I listened to people from many countries. Everyone had a different voice, and it was beautiful. Now I still practice pronunciation, but I don't feel ashamed. My accent shows my journey. I love movies, so I used movies to learn English. I watched Friends. The actors spoke clearly and with emotion. I repeated short sentences. I copied how they talked. One line I practiced a lot was, "We were on a break." I said it many times, and I laughed. Movies helped me understand real conversations. They also made me feel happy. Reading was hard at first, but I started with simple books, just a few pages each day. Then I read more. My favourite book was Pride and Prejudice. It was not easy, but I loved the story. Reading helped me see how English works. I learned new words. I saw how sentences are made. Sometimes I read out loud. This helped my speaking too. I felt the words in my mouth. I spoke more smoothly. I started writing in English. Not big things, just a little each day. I wrote about my day. I wrote about my dreams. I wrote about how I felt. One time, I wrote about Paris. I imagined sitting in a small cafe. I was speaking English with new friends. Writing helped me think in English. It helped me find my own voice. And soon I started writing short stories. That made me feel proud. Music never left me. It stayed with me the whole journey. I listened to songs by Adele and Bruno Mars. I sang along while cooking or cleaning. The words in the songs taught me grammar. The rhythm helped me understand how English sounds. I made playlists. One for love songs, one for happy songs, one for slow learning songs. Music made English part of my life, every day. I was afraid to speak English in front of people. My hands would shake. My voice was low. But I wanted to get better. So I recorded myself speaking. I read short texts aloud. I listened back. I heard my mistakes. Then I read again and again. Slowly my voice became stronger. I was still nervous, but I was ready to try. Sometimes I felt bored, so I made learning more fun. I played games with new words. I made flashcards with pictures. I used apps that felt like puzzles. One day, I played a game. Learn 5 new words and use them in sentences. It made me smile. When learning feels like a game, you want to keep going. I wanted English to be everywhere, so I added small things to my day. I put sticky notes on my mirror. I wrote, "Good morning," and "You can do it." I started to think in English. Where is my book? I need to eat breakfast. These little thoughts helped me learn. English became a normal part of my life. English is not just words. It is part of a culture. I watched travel videos. I learned how people live in English-speaking countries. I saw how they eat, how they say hello, how they celebrate birthdays. One day, I tried to cook English breakfast. I followed a YouTube video. I made mistakes, but I laughed. Learning culture helped me understand the language more. It made everything more real. There are many apps to learn English. I used Duolingo, HelloTalk, and YouTube. Duolingo helped me learn new words. HelloTalk helped me chat with real people. YouTube helped me listen and understand. These apps made learning easy. I could learn at home, on the bus, or before sleep. Technology helped me feel connected. I was not alone. I had friends around the world. Sometimes I didn't know if I was improving, so I asked for help. I asked my language partners, "Can you correct me? Is this sentence okay?" At first I felt shy, but their feedback helped me get better. They showed me small mistakes. They helped me fix them. Now I know feedback is not bad. It is how we grow. After a few months, something happened. I started to speak more clearly. I started to feel more confident. I joined online meetings. I helped other learners. I even started my own YouTube channel. English gave me new chances. I made friends from other countries. I learned about their lives and dreams. Before, I was afraid. Now I am excited. One day, I did something big. I took a trip to London. I wanted to use my English in real life. I wanted to test myself. At the airport, I spoke with the staff. I asked for directions. I ordered food by myself. I felt nervous but also proud. I was really using English outside the classroom. In London, I went to a cafe. I said, "I want a big coffee with smile." The man smiled and said, "You mean with milk?" We both laughed. Later, at a quiz night, I shouted, "Sydney is the capital of Australia." People laughed kindly and told me, "It's Canberra." These moments were funny, but they helped me learn. Mistakes are not bad. They are part of the journey. Now I speak English every day. I write, I read, I listen, I speak, but I still make mistakes. And that's okay. Learning a language is a long road, but every step is special. Every word is a small win. So if you are learning English, keep going. You are doing something amazing. Don't stop because it's hard. Smile because you are growing. Your journey is beautiful, and it has only just begun.